Hi Taurus, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month we have Neptune moving direct on the 4th of December. Then we have a full moon in Gemini on December 7th. A new moon in Capricorn, which is favorable to your sign, on December 23rd. And Chiron also goes direct on that day. And then we have Mercury retrograde on the 29th. So we're back into it. But it's the very end of the month, so we won't feel it until probably January. It'll be more operative in January. So in the meantime, let's see what Taurus needs to know about love and relationships for December 2022. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships? What's coming up for Taurus in December 2022? What is coming up for Taurus? The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the World, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So, Four of Pentacles, you're starting out, this is a card of holding on. Sometimes it can be a card of not wanting to release something. But it could also mean that you're looking for security in love, but you may be holding on too tightly. Maybe you need to lighten up or let go. Maybe release a past relationship. The Five of Cups is here. So this is a card of disappointment or regret. If you're in a relationship, okay, so there's two meanings in it. There's two things and energies that I'm getting here. For some of you who have broken up with someone, you may be feeling sad about the way things ended and wishing you could redo things. Like, I'm sorry things ended that way. I wish I had handled it differently. It's like someone who's crying over the past, but they're not realizing what they still have to work with in the present. So I feel like a relationship is not really over. It may just be that you've had a fight or something, or it's not like it's dead. It's completely dead. Forget it. Move on. But you may be feeling that way. You may be feeling a sense of loss or regret over a relationship. And sometimes this comes up when people are going through a difficult time in a relationship and you're having like doubts about the relationship. So the Five of Cups is saying there's still hope with the Two Cups here. You just have to focus on the positive instead of focusing on what's wrong with the relationship. Focus on the good things about the person. Like, what was right about this relationship? What is it that I really love about this person? Instead of like picking out all the flaws, like, well, I don't like when this person does this or that or the other thing. Focus on, I really love it when this person does this, this, and this. So if you're in a kind of an unstable relationship situation, try focusing on the positive and try not to control the outcome. So you might be trying to work through some difficulties, but you don't want to be too controlling, because the Four of Pentacles is someone that's holding on too tightly. So you may want to love with an open hand. Love, like let this person be. Don't be controlling or too rigid, because Taurus can be stubborn. I know, I'm a Taurus. And you want things to go a certain way, and if they don't go a certain way, you might get upset. So we have to learn to just lighten up, relax. Just let things flow. You have the Four of Cups in the past, so this is a card of someone who feels bored or underappreciated. So maybe you feel you've been with someone, or maybe you were with someone that you felt like they didn't give you what you deserved in love. This could be a past relationship. For some people, it could be a current situation where you're just feeling like I don't feel like I'm getting the love I deserve, or I don't feel like I don't feel valued, I don't feel appreciated, I'm doing all the work and I don't feel like this person appreciates me. You might even be getting other offers of love, because the Four of Cups is a cup coming out of the cloud. And this person is like, I don't really want to leave my relationship, but I'm just not happy with the current situation. I don't like the way things are right now. A cup is coming out to be offered to you. So there could be another person wanting to offer you love, but it's not exactly what you want. You're thinking like, I don't know. Or the person that's offering the love is not giving you enough. Like, yeah, they're telling me they love me, but they're not doing enough. They're not giving me what I want. The Nine of Wands is here. There's the card of being like doing battle, being battle weary. Like maybe you've been going through a period of arguing and trying to work things out, conflict, and you think you resolve something, and then all of a sudden it pops up again. And you're like, oh, I got to deal with this again. I thought we already talked about this. I thought we already resolved this. So you're like waiting for the other shoe to drop with the Nine of Wands. And you're feeling like, well, maybe I should just give up. Maybe this is too hard. Maybe this isn't working. Maybe this person's not right for me. But I feel like the Nine of Wands energy, you haven't reached the 10 yet, so you're getting really close. When you get to the 10 of Wands, the battle is over. You can put the burden down. This card is saying, I know it's been difficult, and I know you feel like you don't have the strength to continue, but there might still be hope. There might be something that you can salvage from the situation if you just give it one more try. So don't quit just yet. Just give it one more shot, because you're getting really close to a victory. So it's almost like, you quit just before you're about to win. So I don't think that the relationship is over. I think there's hope if you're going through a difficult time with someone. But you just have to, so don't give up, even though it's been difficult. And you feel like I don't have the energy to continue. Because I think things are going to get better if you just give it some time. You have the Ace of Swords here. This is a card of your warrior energy has been activated. This is a new beginning. Aces are seeds. This new beginning, you had, like, this is in the recent past. So you may have had a thought of, hey, I've got this new idea that I never thought about. Because swords are about thoughts and ideas. And I want to implement it. Like, your warrior spirit has been activated. You say, you know what? I think I'm going to fight for this. And I'm going to try something different. Because I'm thinking things over, and I think I'm going to try a different approach to solve whatever problem I'm having in this relationship. You've got the Two of Cups here, and that's a great card in relationship reading. It means that the two people are really, it's like a soulmate connection. You have a strong connection, but there are some things that are a little toxic about the relationship, because the Five of Swords is here. This is a card of, when things are good, you feel like you really have a connection with this person. But then when things are bad, this is a card of toxic energy, or someone who's experiencing someone's hostility. So maybe like when you're having an argument, that person's really hostile. There's some things, it's like both people want to win. Because this is a card of, winner takes all. So when you get into an argument with someone, they fight dirty, where like, I want to win and I don't care who I hurt, I have to win the argument. So I'm going to be nasty, I'm going to be, whatever. So you're dealing with someone, you could be dealing with someone who gets kind of hostile or toxic when they're in conflict. The thing about the Five of Swords, though, you have to realize that there are certain things that you can't change about someone or the situation. The Five of Swords is, if you've been trying to make someone over You know, like you're dating someone and yeah, they have a lot of good qualities, but then there's this couple of things you just don't like about them, and you're trying to change them. The Five of Swords is saying, forget it. You're not going to change this person. You have to accept who they are. Good. You have to take the good with the bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you can't accept the ugly, the part that you don't like, then you have to cut your losses and move on. That's what this card is saying. Because you're not going to change this person. They have good qualities that you really love, and then they have some toxic qualities that you're not too crazy about. So you have to decide. You might be deciding, you know, do I want to work with this person? Is this relationship worth my energy? You have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a good card because it means a tangible goal can be achieved, but it's in your negative thinking sector. So maybe you're not thinking positive about this relationship. Maybe you're being too negative, thinking like, oh, this person will never change, or nothing will ever get better. Maybe I should just quit and walk away. With the Five of Swords, there is some toxic energy to be dealt with, but the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning that brings financial security, that brings tangible results. But I feel like so I think you can solve the issues. For some of you, you might solve it. You might decide to hang in there and solve it. Others may decide to just cut your losses and walk away and start something new with somebody else. Because I'm seeing the World card in your environment. So I feel like it's possible that you could put an end to one thing, because the World means completion. The World is a great card. It means that things are coming together, everything's working out. And I think it's going to start at the end of the year. So I would hang in at least till the end of the year and see if things get better. And if things start to get better at the end of the year, you can have a new beginning. Then I would, run with that new beginning. But if you get to the end of the year and you're still in this toxic environment and nothing's changing, then you could decide whether you want to cut your losses and move on. But this Ace of Pentacles, there could even be a new job offer coming up, because the Ace can sometimes mean new money's coming in, a new job offer. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. I think the Eight of Pentacles means that whatever you're trying to achieve is going to take some time. You can achieve success. The World card is about taking something and moving it to the next level. So maybe if you can work out your differences and you can accept whatever is whatever you don't like about the person, you can shift the relationship and have a new beginning that leads to something substantial, where you take it to, like if you're just dating, you may want to get engaged or something. But the World is also ending a cycle and moving into a better cycle. So for some of you, you might leave someone that you just feel like, I can't deal with this. It all depends on what you can deal with. So if you're with someone and you go, I love this person, but I just can't deal with this aspect of our relationship. I can't deal with it. I can't put up with it. I can't. Then you're going to be like cutting your losses, moving on. And the Ace of Pentacles can represent a new beginning with someone new. That's a better match. And then the Eight of Pentacles is about like you're starting on a new journey. And the King of Cups could be the person, could be a new person coming in. Someone that you can be really compatible with. But you first have to solve this toxic energy thing. For others, if you can deal with the negative part of the relationship, if you're like, well, this person has a lot of really good qualities, it's just this one thing that I really don't like, but I think I can live with it, then I feel like you can make progress. You could just work on it, but it's going to take time. It's like one day at a time. And you can't expect things to happen overnight. But the King of Cups is someone it's in your future. And it's someone you already know. It could be possibly, I don't think it's a brand new person. It could be someone that you might even reconnect with someone during the Mercury retrograde, where you decide to have a new start with that person. And the King of Cups is someone very sensitive. They keep their emotions hidden. They feel very deeply. They could be in the healing profession. Could be a water sign, but the most important thing about the King of Cups is their family. They care about their family. They're very nurturing, very affectionate. They can be artistic and romantic. But they are kind of sensitive. They're very sensitive, so you have to be careful how you talk to them, because their feelings get hurt very easily. And I feel like if you're not in a relationship and you're looking for love, this could be a new person coming in. But because it's a king, I feel like you might already know this person. So it might be someone that you were maybe just friends with, and something, you have a new start. You take the relationship in a different direction. Because that's what this Eight of Pentacles is also about. It's about taking things in a different direction. And I feel like it could be like it's connected to career. So it could be someone you meet through work or through the work that you do. And I feel like by the end of the month, your life is going to be the world. Your environment is the world, which is everything coming together. You get the job, you get the guy, you get the girl. You're existing in a state of grace. Things are going to shift. So you're coming out of a toxic energy and you're moving into abundant energy. And you're not going to be in this Four of Cups, boredom, feeling undervalued, feeling underappreciated. There's new energy coming in. You have two aces. But it's going to come because you're taking action. Because you're going to do something. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're making things happen. And you have some decisions. Fives, you have these two fives. Fives are about instability, and having to decide, what do I let go? Do I hold on, or do I let go? You don't want to hold on to something toxic if you have the potential to fix it, if you can heal it, if you can live with it or work with it. You can then take something to a new level of, you just have to work with each other and compromise. But if you're in the mode where I'm just going to cut my losses and move on, don't worry that you're not going to be in another relationship, because I feel like there's a new start coming up later in the month. So let's see what the angel cards have to say for Taurus. If you're connecting with someone this month, it's going to be someone very kind and loving and different energy. I don't think this person has toxic energy. So don't feel that your options are limited, because they're not. Don't stay in a toxic situation. You don't have to. Reach for the stars. Okay. Forgiveness. That's interesting. Okay. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy of life. So, yeah, you have an opportunity for a new beginning this month. Whether it's reconnecting with an old person and making it better the second time around, or walking away from a toxic situation, finding a new relationship that's a better fit. You've got it. You've got this, girl or guy. You've got this, Taurus, I should say. You got this. Taurus is stubborn and we like to hang on to things, but we'll try anything to make something work. And we never let go. But when a Taurus walks away, we're done. I mean, there's no turning back once a Taurus walks. When we slam that door, that's it. It's over. So you're getting close to slamming the door. But I feel like, see what happens. Decide what you want to put up with, but don't put up with less than what you deserve. Don't settle, is what I'm saying. All right, let's see what the astrology is doing. So we have this full moon in Gemini, which is in your second house. So there's a money situation that's coming to a head. The moon and Mars are in the second house, and the sun is in your eighth house. This is a house of, it's finance. It's a house of, what do I value? It's the house of self-worth. Am I getting paid what I'm worth? And it's trining Saturn. All this, I mean, there are some good things about this moon. Saturn's in your 10th house, so you could get some career recognition. If you take action to get a better job or to get a raise or get a promotion, you need to take action. It's not going to just drop in your lap. But you could find yourself in a better position, in a position of authority, making more money. Now, Mars and the moon are squaring Neptune. Well, so is the sun, for that matter, because it's not. Neptune's in Pisces, in your 11th house. So that's where the tension is coming from. So there could be, in the 11th, did I say the 11th house? The 11th house is the house of hopes, wishes, dreams, friendships, the groups you belong to. There could be somebody in your group that is a little deceptive. Well, because Neptune can mean illusion, delusion, deception, but it could also mean someone who's needy. Maybe you're trying to help someone through a difficult time, one of your friends. So even though you could be, like, things could be going good for you career-wise, and you may have someone come to you for help. But Neptune in the 11th can also mean a creative project, because you have Jupiter there too. There could be some creative project that's like your dream job that comes up, and you're doing work that you really love. Jupiter brings abundance. So I feel like you're on the edge of a career breakthrough where you're going to make some more money and you're going to be doing work that you love. The square to Neptune, you just have to make sure you're seeing things realistically, especially if you're signing a contract. Because you know when you first, somebody may present an idea to you and you think, oh, this is the greatest thing, Make sure you're seeing everything clearly, because Neptune can sometimes, if you're not doing something creative under Neptune influence, it can mean that you're looking at something through rose-colored glasses. So you want to look at things realistically. Jupiter is squaring Venus in your 8th house. Now, Venus in the 8th usually brings money in, but not money you earn. It comes, so if like your job depends on grant money, or you can get an inheritance, or you can get a bank loan, or you can get even a lottery winning or some kind of thing. Money's coming in from somewhere else. You didn't earn it. So you're going to have some financial support, possibly through a group that you belong to, possibly through a connection through a friend. So, but don't, because it's a square, you may think like, oh, I'm in the money, and, start spending all this money. Don't go over the top on a, shopping spree. Invest your money wisely, or don't overdo it. Now, Jupiter is also making a favorable aspect to Pluto in the 9th. So the 9th house has to do with higher education, long distance travel, marketing, publishing. So if reaching a global market, you could be working with a company that has a global reach. You could be doing some kind of marketing project, whatever you're doing, or something for a government or an institution of learning. It's going to bring in money. So you could have a new career opportunity that's going to bring financial abundance. Because Jupiter and Pluto, when they're in positive aspect, it's big money. And Pluto represents like government too. So it could be, it's like money's no object. I mean, you could, if you're looking for a new job or a higher paying job, a better salary, take action at this, if not this moon, then the new moon, because you're going to realize, because the full moon shows you what you need to see. So you're going to see the reality, like, you know what, I'm not getting paid what I'm worth, I need to get another job. Or I'm not, I'm accepting too little. I'm settling for too less. And then you're going to take action. And you could wind up in a good position with this, with these aspects. So don't be afraid to take action to improve your financial situation. You've got the stars are with you. Chiron's in Aries, so it's in your 12th house, but it's sextile the moon in your 2nd house. So you have some issues. You have to release some baggage around money and around self-worth. So if you've been settling for too little for too long, you may want to work on your money issues. Like, why am I doing that? Why am I working in a job that's not paying me what I'm worth? Or why am I in a relationship that's not giving me the love I deserve? You know, you have some baggage to release. And Chiron can help you heal those wounds and then find the perfect situation that honors your strengths and honors your talent and pays you what you're worth. So then we have the new moon in Capricorn. And this is favorable to your sign. It's in the 9th house. Again, the 9th house is publishing, higher education, long distance travel. You could be working remotely for a company that has a global reach. You could be working for an educational institution. You could be deciding to teach or to learn, go back to school, pick up some new skills. You could be publishing something, or if you have a blog or you have some kind of marketing, Facebook, YouTube channel or whatever, this could be good for you, a good new beginning. And it's squaring Jupiter in the 12th, so the only thing that you have to watch out for with Jupiter in square is excess, taking on more than you can deliver. Like, don't overpromise. Know what your limits are. But Jupiter in the 12th is also your guardian angel. It's protecting you from hidden enemies. So you can actually make progress learning, just like seeing what you need to fix in a psychological way. It's the psychological house. The 12th house is the house of everything that's hidden, our psychological blocks, our blind spots. So Jupiter can bring you an opportunity, or it could even be a project that you're working on behind the scenes that's going to bring prosperity. But again, don't take on, like if you have a full-time job and you're doing this side project, it's bringing in a lot of money. Just don't take on more than you can handle and promise more than you can deliver. But you have a lot of activity at this new moon in your 9th house. So that could bring some, you might even decide to go to travel. Maybe the job, maybe you have to move to take this job. Or you may have to be required to travel. Or you might have to pick up some new skills. But whatever it is, it's a positive thing. Neptune's in your 11th, so it's like you're manifesting a dream. Mars is in your 2nd house, so your expenses are going up when Mars is in the 2nd. That's why you're probably thinking, like, I got to make more money because I have all these bills to pay. And Mars is sextile Chiron in the 12th, so it's giving you, Mars is triggering you to do some healing so that you can better your situation, so you can feel more confident, more secure, and demand a better pay, or demand to be paid what you're worth, demand what you deserve. You're sharing your gifts with the world. You need to be compensated properly. So you're going to take action during this month to do that, to make sure that happens. Uranus is in your 1st house, so Uranus has been getting you out of your comfort zone since like 3.5 years ago when it first entered Taurus. So it's going to be still, and it's got another 3 years to go. And so you're going through some major changes, Taurus, because Uranus wants to free you from your limitations so that you could be your best authentic self, so that you love the work that you do, that you're expressing who you really are. You're not afraid to show your talents, to express your talents, to share your gifts with the world. But I think this is going to be a healing month. Mars is good because it's sextiling Chiron, so it's going to be good for everyone to heal whatever needs to heal within us, so that whatever's been holding us back from being prosperous, from being successful, you can take action, and Mars will give you the courage to tackle the things you may not have wanted to face or do in the past. Like maybe you've been thinking about doing things, but you haven't actually done it. And with Jupiter sextiling Pluto, it's kind of moving out of as it moves into Aries, it's moving away from the sextile, but Pluto's going to be moving into Aquarius next year. And then they're going to be in a good aspect again. So when Jupiter and Pluto come together in a positive aspect, it can bring abundance and it can transform your life in a major way. But you may have to get out of your comfort zone to do that. So don't settle for anything less than what you deserve this month, and heal whatever you need to heal. If you need to leave a relationship that's not giving you what you deserve, leave it, or a job even. And welcome abundance. You've got abundance coming in. So don't be afraid to reach out